It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another...
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he is going to score a pick-6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick-6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Bears offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Williams. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. And that ball incomplete over the middle. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bears get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. One of the tight ends in motion right. On play action, Goff. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
If I had to guess, Mike, by just seeing the play unfold in real time, the safety's original assignment was to defend the center of the field in pass coverage. Somewhere along the way, the light bulb just went off. He just became a player and said, you know what? The quarterback's on the run. I'm going to attack. I don't think you want to make a living doing that because you risk giving up big plays downfield on scramble drill, but it's a lot easier when you can get away with it and bring them down for a sack.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Williams in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They send the tight end in motion. A second down throw for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing, Goff. Here comes the screen to Brooks. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
To the ground, a first down run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 14-3 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll be brought down. Short pickup. It's at the 26. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll stay on the ground. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, that's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Good for the Lions.
Moving the tight end right. On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
They bring their tight end right. They'll go play action with Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at his own 30. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing is Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Williams. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a...
And that big offensive run, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Bears 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Goff to throw on first down. To the right side, that's St. Brown.
Number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Lions call their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. His kick is good. And the Lions will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start with a couple of franchises that have had their share of great quarterbacks and playoff battles. Green Bay at San Francisco. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. A touchdown pass there for Jordan Love. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Trey Benson with a couple of touchdown runs. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Jets get back to 500 at 2-2 with the victory. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, sets up 3rd down. Here's Williams now to throw. That one on target to Moore. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down Bears.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll go right back to Kmet. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
They'll go underneath to Kmet on the screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a handoff, running right. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Darnell Wright, guilty that time. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Williams to the air once more. Right back to Moore, another grab. The Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
A run on 1st and goal. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Bears. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Goff. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Detroit.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Pass completed is St. Brown. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Brooks. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Goff to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Catch is made. That is Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Give inside. It's Brooks. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
First down at the 38-yard line.
Another try with Brooks. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down. Throwing here is Goff. This is caught at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Williams. And he goes up top, looking for Kmet.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's Crump. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Williams to the air once more. Over the middle, that's Kmet. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Williams. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Number 25 for the ball carrier. Tackled at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.